Fans, we're back this week with the Lucky Dog Sim Racing League here at Talladega with the trucks, and we're going to go through the grid here. So give me a second. We got Michael Pegg on the pole with a 54.621. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Second place is Giovanni with the 000. Man, watch out for that 777 and 000 on the front row. Wow. Ben Gear starting third, Jimmy Green fourth. Derek Fulton, fifth. Richard Gumbo going to be starting from the sixth position. Mike Rumka, seventh. Larry Eddy, eighth. Kevin Lee, ninth. And John Petrozelli in 10th. Dwayne?
Tim White will be rolling off in 11th. Jessica Childs, 12th. Bill Daniels, 13th. Matthew Radford, 14th. EJ DeBoer in 15th. 16th will be Dan Witt. Steven Connor will roll off 17th. Tim Setzer in 18th. Richard Pierce, 19th. And Todd Mays runs out the top 20 qualifiers. Rudy?
Andy Curtis starting 21st. Chase Rockford, 22nd. Thomas Haley, 23rd. Jeremy Kate will start 24th. Darrell White, 25th. Joel Guy, 26th. Logan Woods, 27th. Robert Lawson, 28th. Braden Leary, 29th. And William George, that is your top 30. Dwayne?
31st, Matt Phillips. He is the last driver to take a qualifying time. Kim Kraus will roll off 32nd. 34th will be Bryce Hinton. Jace Vines, 35th. Scott Nation, 36th. 37th will be Eddie Sproul. 38th, Robert Monday. Jeremy Oglesby in 39th. And Stuart Broadway will roll off 40th. Kenneth Bishop, 41st. Sean Terrell in 42nd. And Shane Jenkins will roll off 43rd.
And big field tonight. Wow.
Yes, sir.
Got a few non-starters in there, but for the most part, we got what? Four non-starters.
Yep.
Dang. Full field. Almost.
Should be pretty fun. I got a feeling we're going to see three wide often.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of it a couple weeks ago. I don't know if everybody was tuning in a couple weeks ago, man. We've seen some three wide here at Talladega, and it was early, it was middle, it was late. It didn't matter. They just went three wide, man. They just loved it.
It's going to be really interesting tonight with the 37% fuel. They're going to get about 10 to 12 laps per tank.
Right.
So it should make fuel strategy quite interesting.
Yep. 75 laps here tonight.
They do have 4 sets of tires, including the ones they start on, and 2 fast repairs if they need them.
Road speed 55 miles. Get them going here, Dwayne.
Yes, sir. We are ready to go. Pace car is off. Start zone over halfway through the tri-oval.
Green.
Green is in the air. We are underway at Talladega. Clean start for both lines there. Top 6 none to tail.
Holy smokes, did we get everybody started?
Yeah, we have 36 drivers who started racing.
Restart overlay to the frozen.
That bottom line, they're going to bail out of 4. Michael Pegg showing the way, not often. The whole to the lead first lap, but he's got it.
You know, I got to say something here about Ben Gear. I'll tell you, Ben has been for a few weeks now. He's been learning, watching Michael, and he's been listening to Michael. Michael's been giving him like little tidbits, hints and stuff. Do this and do that, and help me here, and I'll help you then. And it's been working out pretty good. So I think he's been learning a lot, So
Working
there
out
he
for
sits.
him right now. He's got him in second place.
He's sitting right there in second, enjoying it.
Checking out, going on a little further back in the field. Jimmy Green, he was running sixth at the beginning of this lap, Rudy, but he saw something he didn't like. He went out to the third line, fell all the way to the back. He's going to watch him duke it out ahead of him.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's working now. They do that every now and then. They get there. Great.
Outside line is moving forward. The inside line checking up. Tim White out in line. He's good to go, clear now, but that was a little hairy.
Numbers. Number 11, Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee coming up on the outside.
Truck number 11.
He got around Giovanni. And, well, man, I'll tell you. I don't know if Giovanni's too happy with that or not, but.
We got a little further back. Truck 22, Kim Kraus, tried to make it 3 wide, is bouncing off the ball that he did. Nobody went with him, but they're just kind of stuck there. They had a bit of momentum, but scraped the wall and lost all of it.
Yeah. It happens, though, Yep. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, in order to make that work, he's going to have a lot of people line up behind him.
Done it many times myself.
Back up front, the 11 truck gets a good push from Giovanni, and that's going to push him out in front of Peg. Through the tri-oval, can he hold it? He's stuck in the middle.
Jeez, oh man, it's close at the line. Peg's going to get it.
He is.
Oh. Gumbo, who's sitting there, number 89, sitting in 7th place right now. I think he's happy and content just to sit there. He's probably got money driving one-handed. He likes him the truth.
43 truck had to squeeze up. The 01 checked up in front of him, and they almost had a go around, but everybody made it through. We're good.
Wow, man, good driving.
Back up front, Kevin Lee does get ahead of Peg. He'll pull it down inside. He's going to make sure he leads this one.
Ooh. I'll tell you what, Kevin Lee is a contender. He wants to be there. He's won a few races here, and he knows how to beat them. Never count him. And Michael's content to sit there. Content for now.
He's okay with this because it's helping him save fuel.
Sure, yeah. We're probably 5 or 6 laps away from first round pit stop, and I would look for the 777, and I would look for them to be a couple of the first ones to enter pit road, which could be on lap 10 or maybe 11. They're usually one of the first ones to enter pit road, so 3 or 4 more laps. That's so nice to see such a big field,
Absolutely, and still side by side, most of the way through. The tail end is single file. Some of these guys, they're going to have to start looking to getting down to make that pit stop.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. They're going to have to start, finding a hole to shove the nose into so they can get down there. This is when you want to start doing a little bargaining with some of the other guys, not your teammates, and say, hey, I need to get to the bottom, or I can stay right here and you let me know when you're going to pit, and I will pit on the outside. As we just seen, who was that? Number, who the heck was that? Right behind Gumbo.
Giovanni, 000.
Yeah. Yeah, he just got down to the bottom, so I'm sure he's probably going to be pitting with those guys. He knows their little game that they play.
And
Their
here
little
come a few
tricks that they
back
play.
markers, Rudy. They're the first ones to come down pit
Oh,
road.
oh,
Oh, we got a spinner.
oh.
Richard Pierce, 29, spun, locking it down, coming to pit road.
Ah, doggone it. Wow.
Stephen Connor, the 31 truck, also had black flag for entering too fast.
I wouldn't see Kevin Lee come
Yeah. Led by Thomas Haley.
Very nice. Like everybody did a pretty good, safe pit entrance. Good,
Yeah.
Good deal.
No black flags for that group.
We got a brand new Bill Daniels taking over the lead.
Matthew Bradford in the 97 truck on that outside line.
Here they come. Oh, Pagan and Mark coming in. Oh, interesting. Uh-huh. Todd May out there in front. He pushed back to the 35 Braden Leary. Okay, so they're going to go this lap, I'm saying. Okay, this will be lap 12. They're going to push it.
And you see Todd Mays and Braden Leary on that outside line. They want to get down. They just don't have room.
Yeah, they're going to get out there. Not going to be able to pit. They're going to have to go one more time. That's look out! Bumper hook. Second round caution. Caution's out. Oh my! So that was.
The 42, he was not pitting. He was going to stay out there, and the 35 just got into him.
Yep, Braden Leary, number 35. Yep. Well, it's kind of a because I know they all wanted to pit. I used to say this, and you probably remember me saying it a lot, but that's what everybody's got a microphone and a headset. Communication is key. That means everything.
Riders have been notified by racing admins that they will not be accepting hitting from the outside lane. And for that very reason.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. Because now that just messed up everything. Messed up a lot of strategies out there, We got a brand new Garrett Bolton, and I think he was the one that the 35 hit, wasn't he? Yeah. Pushed him into the wall. So now these guys are going to have to come in here because he's going to have to use a reset.
Yeah, he'll have to. But the good news for him is, he'll remain on the lead lap.
Yep.
And just be able to start in the back and try to mind
Yeah.
his P's and Q's. He's got one more if he needs it.
He's got a lot of damage on the nose of that truck. On the
Yeah,
number 12. Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely going to need to use a reset.
Yep. All right. Well, let's see. After they cycle out here, who's that going to put Bill Daniels back in the lead? Yep.
Yeah, unless I was just coming off of pit road, I'm coming into top off.
Yeah. Back, man. I got it. I turned my volume down here. Is that better? Okay, but okay. Well, how about right now? And I'm getting all excited. Is it cutting out?
I'm sorry, I don't understand your question.
Okay, because I turned the volume down on some reason. I think I must have bumped the volume on my microphone. It has a volume on it on the
Sounds good there.
microphone itself. Okay. Was it cutting out to you, Dwayne?
A little bit.
Okay. Okay. Well, sorry about that. I think maybe I just figured that out, what was doing that. Yep. If it was that volume button the whole time, then here I was adjusting the wrong thing. Okay, it looks like Bill Daniels is coming in. That's going to put Kevin Lee back in the lead now.
Yep, looks
Wow.
like he's going to come in and top off.
It's better now. It's good now, Brian. Okay. All right.
All right, we're getting ready to go back
Yeah.
racing here. The lights are out. We'll reset the field for you. Kevin Lee currently scored as the race leader. John Petrozelli in second. Sandy Curtis third. Giovanni in fourth. Mike Rimkus in fifth. Matthew Radford in sixth. Jeremy Kate started in 24th position. He's currently running seventh. Derek Fulton in fifth. William George in ninth. Jessica Childs in 10th. Dan Witt 11th. 12th is Braden Leary. Tim Setzer is in will restart 13th. Michael Pegg 14th. Ben Gear 15th. 16th will be Randolph Richard. EJ DeBoer in 17th. So all those regulators there in a group together. Scott Nathan in 18th. Tim White 19th. And Daryl Wright are your top 20 as they run. And we got over half the field, Rudy, has come in and topped off. So because they came in with one to go, that's why you see this back half of the field all single file.
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting to see if we get groups of separation here as the pace car ducks off. .35 drivers still on the lead lap. Eddie Sproul, the only truck one lap down. Green is out. We're back underway. And both lines get a decent start. outside line has the advantage as they go through 1 and 2. And Curtis going to give Kevin Lee a shot, try to help his momentum as they go into 3 and 4.
I turned that to automatic. Maybe that'll help. I don't know.
You'll see.
The gate on it, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Petrozelli is out on the outside line looking for a little help from Mike. Oh, spinning!
Uh-oh.
24 of Ogilvy goes around.
Yeah. Randolph Richard was involved in that, I do believe, too. So 24 and 89. Oh, was Ben Gear involved in that? Yes, he was.
Yeah, it looks like he had to check up, and Dan Witt just, or I'm sorry, not Dan Witt. Yeah, Dan Witt, the 99 truck, gets into the back of him there and turns him down into the 811 10 Setzer, and it's just on from there. Nowhere for these guys in the back to go.
Yeah, the number 99 checking up. So, okay.
Yeah. Ben Gear got a big piece of that. He's going to have to use a repair. Well, you were just on pit road. Do you come back and top off, or what do you do here, Rudy?
Golly, I don't know, man. What did they do? Just like a couple of laps, didn't they?
Yeah, if that.
I don't think I would. I really don't think I would, but
well, normally I'd agree with you, but considering the run is only about 10 to 12 laps,
right,
I might just do it just to get myself the advantage on fuel. Now, Kevin Lee, he might come in because he's been out there for 7 laps. Remember, they came in right before the previous caution.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
They could be looking to top off here.
Yeah, that might be a good call. Yeah. Yep.
Well, we're about to find out who's going to want
Yeah.
fuel the most.
Yeah, don't look like he's making a move to it. So
Nope.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, he's faking them out.
Yeah, fake the shot. Gosh, we might get everybody coming in. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody wants to top off that tank with limited fuel supply. You definitely don't want to be on the wrong side of it.
Yeah, that is true. Yep.
Looks like one brave soul has stayed out.
I think that was a lap down car, wasn't it?
No, that is going to be Tim White. He will go from 22nd to first just by staying out. He's been out there 6 laps, so he's going to have a few to try to catch up, but he's definitely at a disadvantage. He's got to be banking on another quick caution.
Well, let's see if we can maybe get a word in with somebody here. Let's check in with Ben Gear and see what maybe he can fill us in on what happened there or what he's seen. Ben Gear, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Ben, what happened there, brother?
Oh, man, I have no idea. I'm just doodling along, minding my own business, and I saw a truck on the outside get spun. I think Dan Witt might have got someone's right rear or left rear and sent him down across the track.
Yeah. Okay, well, you're going to be dead last on the field? Wow, you had to use a reset, didn't you?
I'm not going to use a reset.
Okay.
24 seconds worth of damage, so
okay.
I'm a fingers crossed.
Well, that might be a good plan, you know?
Yeah, I'll just save my quick repairs tonight.
All right, we'll let you get back at it, have fun, and enjoy yourself tonight, brother.
All right, buddy.
All right. So, yeah, Tim White. Wow. Taking the lead.
Well, and This is only going to work out for him if they get another quick caution and everybody else comes back down pit road.
Yeah.
He's definitely put himself behind the 8 ball by staying out. I know track position is track position, but with the limited amount of fuel, you got to plan for that.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, one of the biggest movers out there is Sandy Curtis. He's come from 21st all the way to 3rd. So look out, man. Maybe he's going to be pushing for a win here tonight.
He very well maybe.
Yep,
A long way to
21st.
go.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, we still got 56 laps to go. Let's see, and that was what caution.
I believe it's the second caution.
Yep, second caution.
And the lights are out. We're getting ready to go green. We'll be restarting on lap 20. Tim White scored as the race leader. Kevin Lee second. Sandy Curtis third. Giovanni fourth. John Petrozelli in fifth. Mike Remkus in sixth. Matthew Radford seventh. Derek Fulton eighth. Jeremy Crate ninth. And Tim Setzer are your top 10 as they run. And still anybody's race. All 36 cars, or trucks rather, are still on the lead lap, Rudy. That's impressive for this amount of field this far into the race.
Yep, and having 2 cautions.
Ben better hurry up and get going if he's going to, stay on the lead lap here. Because we are coming to the green this time. Pace car is in. Green flag. Oh, big checkup in the back. Cars spinning into the pit lane.
Ooh.
That is Todd Mays.
Oh, I don't think he's a happy camper right now.
No, sir. He was in the bottom lane. Now, because they spun into the infield, there is no caution, but there was a big checkup on that restart on the bottom lane, and he just got rear-ended and spun. Everybody else seemed to make it through, but yeah, he's made some major contact with the inside wall.
He's going to have to hope for a caution really quick here.
Yeah.
Sandy Curtis to the high side now, up there in front of Kevin Lee, the number 43, taking the high side. He wants to lead a lap.
And they've got the momentum. Can they stay with it? There's a big bump coming through the tri-oval.
That was close.
It was. Tim White led that lap by 7 thousandths of a second.
I knew it was close.
Curtis has the advantage.
Sandy's probably going, thought I had that.
Well, he's got the advantage as they head down into 3 and 4, but can they maintain it? How hot is that engine of Kevin Lee behind him?
Yeah, you can push a lap or two, but man, you better get some air in there. He's trying to get it out there. You watch him a little bit there. He's trying to get the nose out there. There he goes. Get a little fresh air in that radiator because, boy.
And that's all what it's going to take, Rudy.
Yeah.
Sandy Curtis led that lap.
Very good. Very good.
Outside line has to check up here as they lose some momentum.
Tim Setzer back in 10th place there, the 8-11, coming from 18th to 10th. There's a semi-big mover, but looking good. Yeah, we're keeping an eye on Dan Witt right now, the number 99. He was involved in that last caution, and I don't think he had to use a reset. I'm sorry, not the last caution, the caution before that. Excuse me.
Tim White
But,
heads up to block the outside line, and that's going to give him the lead over Rudy. Well, he's going to maintain it there barely by 12 thousandths of a second over Petrozelli, but that inside line's moving.
Yeah, Petrozelli wants to get up there and lead a lap now.
And
Matthew Radford.
Sorry, Rudy. Todd Mays has taken his truck behind the wall. He is done for the night.
Oh, man.
But all 35 trucks remaining are on the lead lap.
All right. Bill Daniels, which was he led one lap, excuse me. Started 13th, but now running in 12th. Is the number 39 of Bill Daniels. Well, they're dancing around a little bit up here in the front, ain't they?
They are.
Everybody trying to keep the radiators cool, or if they're just having handling problems, or what's going on?
And we've got two distinctive packs, Rudy. First through 25th are all double file, and then it's 4 seconds back to 26th through 34th, and they are nose to tail. They don't think the cautions are done yet.
No, probably a good call. Okay, who was that just went through the? Whoa! The heck was that went through the center? Wow! The heck was that?
Please rephrase your question. It seems like.
I think it was Jeremy. Jeremy Oglesby. I don't know if something happened there, and he got punted clear down on the apron.
Yeah, it looks like that whole back line checked up, Rudy, and Larry Eddy got bolted down through the infield, and they recovered, and he's got Jeremy Oglesby with him drafting, but that's really separated him from that pack.
Yeah, and this is what it's gonna, what it's gonna do is it's just gonna keep separating them. And we got somebody coming in there. Who's that coming in?
That would be Tim White, who stayed out.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's the danger that he was facing there.
Yeah.
Staying out. Normally, with a normal fuel load, that might have been a good strategy, but with the limited fuel here, you pretty much have to pit every time for fuel at this point. Unless you've only been out there 2 laps, why wouldn't you?
Yep. All right, coming around to take lap 27 out of 75. 2 cautions tonight so far. John Petrozelli with a little bit of a nose ahead of Sandy Curtis. They keep trading the lead there, back and forth. Giovanni hard on the back of Petrozelli now. And he's going to push Petrozelli to the lead there. I think Petrozelli's going to lead that lap, I do believe. Yes, he did.
Yep, by 13 hundredths of a second.
Nice. Scott Nation in the 16 started 40th, and here he is running in 9th. Now, I'd say that probably puts him right in there at the top, biggest mover tonight.
Yep, I would agree.
That's a lot of positions, 24 positions.
Yeah.
Very good.
And remember, he was one of the trucks that didn't qualify, so
right.
That's why he started in the back.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the drivers like to start in the back, because it gives you a chance to kind of see what the field's going to be, the strength of the field, check things out, see what the drivers are going to be like. Maybe you never raced with these guys before. Gives you a lot of options open there.
Yep. And we should see pit road should be a busy place this time, Rudy. Because a lot of these guys have been out here for 11 laps.
Giovanni dropped to the bottom. let's see if Sandy brings them down pit road here. I think there's going to be quite a few of them.
Oh yeah,
when
it's
they
gonna
do.
be really busy here.
Yeah, when they do come in.
Well,
Not yet.
they fooled me.
We did have a couple of them come in, though. Scott Nation and Robert Monday come in. Yep, and they're away. So they can run together here for a little bit. All right, now we should see them. They should be coming in this time.
I think we're gonna see a lot of people coming down. This is gonna be really busy here. Here we go.
Yep.
Here
Quite a bit of the field. Yep. Big pack of them. Oh, got a couple of them out of shape there. Oh,
good
30,
save.
That was a 31 there. Who was that? Stephen Corner.
And would you believe, Rudy, in that big
Connor.
pack, no black flags yet.
Wow. Yeah, Stephen Connor at the last second darted back to the right and got it back out on the track. So now is he going to have enough fuel to go back around and try again? Wow. Well, we got a brand new leader, William George. We got 4 trucks here working together up in the front. And here they come. They're coming in together. And there was somebody back here, Jessica Childs, coming in too. And a bunch more here too. Jimmy Green, Logan Rhodes, EJ DeBoer coming in. How did EJ get clear back there? What the heck, EJ?
Oh no. Pits here. I don't see any black flags so far, so it looks like everybody got on and off pit road cleanly. Derek Fulton wins the race off of pit road for that group. And here comes the leaders full speed. Sandy Curtis is going to retake the lead here.
Yes, sir. Sandy Curtis, Kevin Lee, Matthew Radford, Mike Rimkus, John Petrozelli. Where in the heck is Michael Pegg? He is way back in 13th. Holy smokes. That is not like him.
No, these guys got mixed up a little bit there, and
Now they'll pick up some time here. Yeah, they're making up some time now.
Yep.
All right.
Sandy Curtis has not officially been registered as the race leader until he gets back to the start-finish line now.
Now he is, yep.
And that's quite a mixed bag there up front, but
yeah,
we got 5 cars have made themselves, given themselves a chance. They're a full almost 2 seconds ahead of 6th place, Derek Fulton.
Van Geer registered as 34th, working with Randolph Richard and Michael Pegg. So
now he
that's
is
good.
Scored 1 lap down. So and he is the only truck 1 lap down right now. So if caution does come out, long as he's not in it, he will be the wave around.
Correct.
I think these guys, though, they need to get in front of him right now, because all that front end damage that Ben has, that's just slowing them down.
Yep.
I don't know if they realize that he has front end damage.
But I hate to burst your bubble about that, but they are gaining on them front ones really fast.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a surprise. Well,
they're less than 2 seconds now. Look at that. They are gaining super fast. What in the heck?
Well, I would say it's probably cosmetic at this point. I could be out of, an iRacing thing. I may be seeing damage where iRacing isn't registering it.
Well, they just caught up to that front pack, so now
They sure did.
that's 11 of them in that front pack. Holy smokes!
Yeah, that group closed up pretty quick, and an outside
Yeah.
lane has formed.
Yep.
Matthew Radford leading the way as Giovanni comes up on him with a head of steam, gives him a good shot. They're going to have a little bit of momentum on their side as they go through 3 and 4.
Bill Daniels there, number 39, back in the mix of things. He did stay out there one time and led a lap and got out of pace, but with the cautions kind of put him back on pace now. So he's back up here in the front. Very good.
Matthew Radford puts that Ally Silverado out front.
Hey, what? That Giovanni's a pretty good pusher. I gotta say. Man, pushed him right to the front. Oh, please.
Don't look now. Here comes Thomas Haley on the outside in the 18, and he's got Bill Daniels. He's made a good recovery.
Yeah, they only got 4 cars on that high side. Michael Pegg jumped up with them guys. I think he's tired of riding back here. It's time for him to start working his way to the front because we're creeping up on the halfway mark here in just a couple more laps.
Yeah, and that outside line is going to need a lot more help, a lot more trucks if they're going to sustain the momentum.
Yep.
And Randolph Richard does go to the outside to help out. A lot of weaving going on from Giovanni right now. Here comes the outside line.
How do you keep track of how many laps they've got on a tank of fuel?
My overlay told me.
Do what?
The overlay.
I know, but which one do you push?
Stint. The stint is how the timing screen.
Stint. Why am I not seeing that?
Not sure.
Stint.
Yeah.
Which row of buttons is it in?
Do you have the driver timing screen up?
Yeah.
You see where it says pit and
Oh,
stint?
I forgot. Sorry, my bad.
There you go. We got it right.
Okay. It's just been a while, you know.
Yeah.
I'm getting old. I just can't remember that stuff anymore. Yep, I forgot about that. Dang.
You're welcome. Not
Yeah.
much changed up front. We're still 2x2 all the way through.
Gosh, I forgot all about that. I can't believe that. Man. Well, these guys want to lead some laps up here in the front. They're battling for the front position. But again, we're coming down to that point in the race where they got to start thinking about that pit stop here with 11 or 12 laps, and they're going to have 10 when they cross the line. So in 2 laps, they're going to have to start working their way to the bottom.
Yeah, they've got about 3 more pit stops left.
As we always say every single week, that's where the races can be won and lost, is on pit road.
Yes, sir.
And this week, I will have to say, we've seen everybody's been pretty right on with the pit stops. A couple little flubs, but nothing serious,
Looks like we have had a couple more retirees. Jeremy Oglesby and Jessica Childs have taken their trucks behind the wall. That leaves us with 33 remaining and 28 left on the lead lap.
And Matthew Radford coming in by himself. Well, he does have somebody coming in with him there, but
yeah, you want at least 4 more people to come in with you, realistically.
Yep. And Giovanni just led his first lap of the race. Good push by Sandy Curtis. Sandy's another great pusher.
Oh,
I'll tell you,
we got a wreck coming in. Scott Nation goes around. As well as Richard Pierce. Both of those guys are going to be served with unsafe pit entries.
Oh, no.
Well, we just talked about it. Won and lost on pit road. I'd say that's in the L column. Matthew Radford gave up the lead to come to pit road. He's got Darrell Wright coming out with him, but they're a little separated.
Yep. Giovanni and all them coming in, so...
Oh, we got another spinner. Dan Witt around on pit road.
Oh, no.
Robert Monday, too fast exiting.
Jeez. As we were just saying.
Yep.
A
lot of guys having trouble on pit road here.
Yeah. Dang.
Peg down and away. Yep.
Here comes Thomas Haley giving up the lead. Derek Fulton, William George,
Big
Bill Daniels
coming in here.
Yeah. And very good job, man. Wow.
Yeah.
No mistakes on that one.
Getting it load down. Good job.
Yep. Let's see, that's going to be EJ. No. Coming in. So Sandy Curtis will take up the lead again here when they come back around. Yeah, man, he is just picking them up, putting them down here tonight, isn't he?
He is.
He sniffing that victory lane, man. He ain't giving up on that victory lane.
Derek Fulton is currently scored as the race leader, but he's just now hitting the merge zone coming off the backstretch after completing his pit stop. We'll see. It's going to be close. He might be able to maintain it, Rudy.
Yeah, going to be close.
He's getting up to speed. Curtis is coming through 3 now. That outside line just has too much momentum. They're going to go around him. But he will be able to tuck in.
Yeah, and more of them, too. 5 of them compared to 3 on the bottom. So they had a pretty good head of speed there. And there they go. Drop down to the bottom.
Curtis left out to dry. Giovanni to the lead.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That wasn't good.
No, I think I might be remembering that if I'm Sandy Curtis.
Yeah, boy, Giovanni just said, well, see you later. Gotta go.
Robert Monday just coming off pit road. He will have to blend in.
And he is 2 laps down in the number 57. Golly, man. Wow. Well, good thing is we've got, 4 of them that are 1 lap down and 2 of them that are 2 laps down.
Yep.
But we still have 33 drivers on the track. So.
And
they're coming up. Okay. Okay.
He gets out just in time, out of the way.
I was getting a little nervous there because he wasn't moving.
Yeah, and that'll put him 1 lap down.
All right, number 58, John Petrozelli, back up front. He did get the lead 1 lap earlier. And I'll tell you what, the guy that I've been kind of watching here for the last few laps is that Derek Fulton. I don't know. He's been doing something different with his pit stops in the number 12. And he's been doing something different with his pit stops. And I don't know, I've just been watching him, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, but he's doing a good job. He's staying up in the front here, keeping himself in pretty good position.
Yep, he's got the timing down to come out so that he can blend in with these leaders and keep his track position. And he's definitely been a good pusher so far.
Yeah, some of these guys have got 5 laps, and some of them only got 4 laps right now. So
yeah, and this round of pit stops has really split the field. You've got the top 12 all within a second of each other. Then it's 8 seconds now back to Michael Pegg leading the 13th through 20th group. But they've got a group of cars coming to their outside as well.
I wonder what they're doing clear back there, man. Wow. This is so
the way this pit stops has cycled through. Not worked out to their favor tonight.
So uncharacteristic. Unless he might have hung back and waited for EJ DeBoer. I don't know, but just to kind of get EJ up there, because EJ was way back. Oh my gosh, he was way back. And now he's right up where he started from in 15th.
Andy Curtis back to the lead. He brings it down in front of Giovanni once more. And that's going to leave Braden Leary, I'm sorry, to the outside in the 35.
Randolph Richard hanging in there in 89, taking up the 4th spot, man.
29 to go.
Well, shout out to the party tonight. Not sure if you're having like shrimp or freaking gator or snake. I don't know what you're having out there to eat tonight, but hope you guys are enjoying the race here tonight. But shout out to the party porch. Drinking them Michelob Ultras.
Michael Pegg in that crew, EJ DeBoer, Jimmy Green, Ben Gear, Richard Pierce, and Stephen Connor. They are all trying to stay nose to tail here to catch that group. They're still 8.5 seconds behind the lead pack right now and trying to make a dent.
Yeah. Well, there's another good pusher right there, EJ DeBoer, man. He knows he's been trained by the best out there. Michael Pegg and company, man. Them guys, they train these guys just how to get on the back of them and how to push and when to get in. You see him, he pulls out there, gets a little air in that radiator. Wow. Okay. Let somebody else in there. Hey, no, that's the way to do it. Yep, that's the way to do it. Let Jimmy Green in there to push for a little bit. EJ can hang back and maybe work with Ben Gear a little bit there in the number 19. Ben's 1 lap down, 29th place. But he's out there working with his teammates.
And it looks like the next round of pit stops have started. Scott Nation and company, Jimmy Crate and Tim White, are all pitting together.
They sure are. Yep. And we got about 2 or 3 more laps to go here for the leader, Sandy Curtis, and they'll be coming on down pit road. And we'll still have, a couple more pit stops?
Yeah, they're going to have 2 more.
Dang.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, some of these guys with the cautions have stopped 5 times, but the majority of drivers have stopped 4. Oh, what a relief it is.
All right, Braden Leary. Keeping an eye on him tonight. Boy, I'll tell you, it started 29th tonight.
Yeah, doing a good job.
And man, you're running up here in the 5th spot right now. That's a great place to be, too. Yeah, you don't want to be where Sandy Curtis is when you come down to the end, because your brother's going to try to go by you.
Yep.
So you don't want to be the leader. right, they'll probably come in on the very next lap. That would be my guess. But they could go maybe. No, they won't come in on the next lap.
They will have to come in on the next
Yep.
lap, or they
Yep.
will be out of fuel.
Yep. Giovanni, wide sweep.
Whoa, wrecking, big wreck.
Concussion is out. The 35 of Braden Leary took out Giovanni, and they're still wrecking back here. Holy smokes, the 35 of Braden Leary, I think, is what started that.
Yeah, well, coming off of turn 2, Rudy, Giovanni really goes up the hill. Like, second lane, it looked like he wanted to pull out in front, but just didn't gauge the speed right. And that caused him to check up, and he got bumper hooked by Randolph Richard. Just a chain reaction there.
Oh, my gosh,
And
I'm telling you.
wow, the Braden Leary, Rudy, he went for a ride, man.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he got some air underneath that.
If you watch that from his point of view, his cockpit view, just brace yourself, folks. You're going for a ride.
Goodness. That's enough to make you barf right there. Holy smokes, man. Braden. I hope he's all right, man. Wow.
Good thing he's got a reset, and that's what it's like to flip at 200 mile an hour.
Yep. Goodness, man. All right, so Sandy should be bringing them to pit road here. Well, Gumbo, I think Gumbo will be all right. He just did a little bumper hook there, but I think he's all right. He probably won't have to use anything, but. All right, looks like the whole front part of the field is coming in.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Now, with this, they may be able to make it on one more stop. It's gonna be tight.
Yeah. What do you think we maybe get a word in with Randolph, or you want to maybe talk to Sandy?
Talk to Randolph.
Okay. Well, let's see. Make sure they're off of pit road here. I guess he's okay. Randolph Richard, he is away, so let's get him up here. Randolph Richard, you got a copy.
What's up?
Man, I'm telling you, you got yourself in the perfect spot here. How did you get in and off of pit road so fast, man? Did you have to use a reset?
Nope.
No, good. That's good. That's what we like to hear, man. Well, it just kind of ran off the corner of your truck right there, and with a little bit of a bumper hook, and man, it was on from there. So you kind of lucked out, wasn't involved in that. So now you got the lead. What are you going to do now?
Well, yeah, I think that was kind of my fault. He went high, and I kind of clipped him a little bit, but yeah, I'm in the lead. Who knows? I have to figure it out. I had a little vibration in my truck earlier, and
Yeah.
I changed tires, and it kind of went away, you know. Picture said change them out, and that might get rid of it. Might be a drive shaft, but it's gone now, so I'm up here. All I got to do is try to finish it out.
Yeah. Well, you still got one more pit stop to go. You just can't make it from here. So are you going to try to run the full 12 laps out, or are you going to pit early, or you're just not going to tell us?
I'm trying to figure it out. I'll tell you anything. You know, Rudy. Yeah, we're trying to figure this out. Yeah.
Party porch happening tonight?
Get some ice cream or something. You know, I don't know what we're going to do.
Is the party porch working tonight?
No, ain't nobody. It's dark in here. Perfect.
What? Oh, and I gave them guys a shot too. I figured they were eating
I
like.
have it on TV. I have it on broadcast up here. Yeah.
Yeah. I figured they were eating freaking like leopard or something, or elephant or gator tail, or. Hey, you know with them guys, man. They eat anything, don't they?
Oh yeah. We got leftovers. But They might come in here and just throw something on real quick right now, but it's still a
Oh
little
my
early.
goodness. All right, buddy. Well, we're gonna let you go. Good luck out there, Gumbo.
All right. Thanks, Rudy.
Yes, sir. All right. Some elephant. Uh,
And you know what I took away from all that, Rudy?
What?
The top 9 stayed out.
what?
The top 9 stayed out. Everyone else came to pit road to top off their fuel. So we're
Okay,
on
I
one to
see.
go. Yeah, we're on one to go. Everyone else came down with the one to go to top off. So only the
Ah,
first 9,
okay.
they're
Gotcha.
one. So it's going to be interesting. So that's why you see the top 8 they're restarting double
Yeah.
file, and then everyone else single file.
Well, they should be able to make it. It's going to be awful close. I'm sure they're going to push it.
They're gonna. I would be clutching it right now, just so that
Yep.
if I can try to save fuel for 3 laps here,
Yeah.
just so that if you can save a lap, maybe 2 laps of fuel, you may be able to make it on one stop. But
Yep.
we might still be seeing some of these guys needing 2 more stops.
Well, here we
It's
go.
that close. Yes,
Yep.
sir. Pace car's off. Green is out. We're back underway.
All right.
20 laps to go.
John Petrozelli led that lap. What's going on here?
The inside line has the momentum through 2.
Well, one thing I got to say about Gumbo, as relaxed as he is, he needs to have a little more confidence. He
Yeah.
doesn't seem to have enough confidence, in my opinion, to get out here and win a race. I mean, gosh, as long as we've been doing this, I don't think I've seen him in victory lane yet.
I think he's won 1 or 2.
Or maybe, well,
I
yeah,
think
maybe
so.
I don't. I
He's
just
won
don't
1.
remember. But
I do.
okay, Peg, look at this, moving up on the
3
outside.
wide, coming up hot. Look out.
Yep. It's time for them to start moving up, and boy, I'm going to tell you, E.J. DeBoer working with Sandy Curtis, Michael
All
Pegg.
3 of them made it. I tell you what, I'm surprised by that, Rudy, but here they are.
Yep.
And we're
And they're
4
not-
wide further back in the pack. The 22 of Kim Krause was outside 4 wide to get it back to 3 wide.
Wow. And look at that. They brought it. They got out there for it.
Oh, wrecking up front.
Oh, no. No caution.
No caution. Everybody got by him, but man, did he take a shot head first into the outside retaining wall.
What the heck happened? It looks like he may have got a bumper hookup from Sandy Curtis.
Yeah, Curtis was not square on his bumper going in the corner, and that just turned him right into it. Good job by all these other guys missing him. That was really close.
Oh, man, he's going to be bummed out. Dang it.
Right now, Sandy Curtis leading that pack with E.J. DeBoer in tow. But we're still 3 wide mid-pack. That outside line being led by Jimmy Green in the 23.
All right, Michael Pegg used the reset. Going to change. It looks like he's changing all 4 tires. Yep, 4-tire change. Use the reset. And he's away. Oh, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
He's going to go a lap down now. Here they come. And they're still 3 wide.
Yep, and they're coming up on a lap truck. That's Richard Pierce and Michael Pegg coming off pit road.
Oh, my. Michael's staying low until they go by, probably. Yeah, he's going to stay low, I do believe. Yep. He sees what's going on. Man.
And that sucks because he's going to be down
Yep.
on the apron through the corner, so he's going to lose
Ooh.
even more speed. 4
Oh,
wide
man.
to 68,
Oh,
58, I'm sorry. 4
Yep,
wide,
they're-
99. Are they going to get through it?
Wow.
Holy cow. Oh, they're,
Man.
look
A
out.
lot of, oh,
Oh, there it is. Wrecking.
oh,
They almost made it, Rudy. Almost.
wow. Wow, man. Wow.
And that's, 3 wide you can get away with. 4 wide,
Yeah.
that's usually the end result.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes four very special drivers to handle that.
Yeah, and it looks like as they were coming out of it there, the 58 there got up into, I believe that was a 31, and it was just on from there.
Dang, man. Well, now what?
Now, if I'm some of these guys, I have my clutch all the way in, and it's coasting. The motor is off. Save, save, save. Because right now, we're on 17 to go.
Yep.
And you need 5 more laps.
Yeah, but I would stop. Not now, but because man, I don't think you could save 5 laps.
No, you can't. I would come to pit road, top off.
They're
now.
coming in.
You top off now. That way, you're guaranteed to make it on one more stop. You just need to splash of fuel. You don't have to take a full tank.
Yeah.
Splash and go.
Yep, I'm sure that's what they're thinking.
You might need maybe half a can, if that.
Well, I think let's try to get a word in with Sandy Curtis this time. He's down and away.
And he's going to win the race off pit road.
Sandy Curtis, you got a copy.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Hey, pretty good. Well, you're sitting in the catbird seat there for quite a bit. So, led 20 laps. What's the plan from here? Or you're going to have to stop one more time for fuel, aren't you?
Yeah, it's going to be close, but yeah, we're going to have to stop for fuel and that. And I'm not sure what happened with Michael, if I hooked him or was net code or something, but it was just weird. But
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
want
we
that
didn't.
to happen, that's for sure.
Yeah. No, I'm sure not. But boy, it's been a lot of cautions tonight in the race. So, and boy, that's all we've been seeing tonight is bumper hooks.
Yeah, like I said, we've had, I don't know, 2 or 3 cautions. I know they had a big one on the back there and stuff, but
Yeah.
trucks are running good and stuff. It's just, the only time you're going to break away from a pack is by pit stops.
Right.
Right. Without the pit stops, then, it's always going to be a pack race.
Yep. Well,
But, yeah, I felt bad for Michael there. I mean, I don't know if I hooked him or not. I looked like net code, and EJ behind me there, he thought it was net code too, but I might have hooked him. I'm not sure. But yeah, I thought the 3 of us there were going to set up. We came from the back there. In a lap and a half there, we ended up starting at the back and worked our way right up there pretty quick in that 3rd lane. But yeah, hopefully he gets back up here and running. We can, work together and try to get one of our lucky dog guys up front and take a win.
Yeah. All right, brother. We'll let you go and good luck.
Yeah,
maybe tonight
have a good one.
Maybe tonight you'll be in Victor Lane, huh? Yeah.
That'd be nice. I got a little bit of damage on last pit stop. I went in there and they told me I had a bit of damage on it, and I wasn't going to sit there and wait to fix it. So kind of stick around, maybe be a pusher until a last lap or something, and try to get something by then.
Yep. All right. Good luck.
All right. Hopefully, talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
Now, the good news for him is he's got to stop one more time, and he could use his fast repair. All right, we've had 4 cautions for 7 laps, and we've had 28 lead changes in this race, Rudy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty amazing, eh?
Yep, and Stephen Connor stayed out, so he picks up the race lead as well as Chase Rockford. They have been out there for 10 laps, so they're gonna have to come to pit road in the next
Yeah.
couple. The only thing I can think of, Rudy, is that they've been trying to save fuel. If they can make it 3 more laps, it's going to be a tall order, but if they can find a way to make it 3 more laps, they can make their final pit stop. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. We just have to wait and see.
Yeah. They're riding around right now under caution in 4th gear, or clutching it,
Yeah.
just coasting, That's what they'd have to be doing right now.
Yeah, both engines are running, so they are running around in 4th gear. But
Yep. Well,
well, they
Been
will be pitting in the next couple of laps.
Yep. It's been an interesting night.
It has. All right. Going to be 14 to go when they get to the line.
And keep an eye on them 2 up front,
Yes, sir.
Connor and Rockford.
All right.
The 05 and the 31.
Pace car is off. Stephen Connor, Chase Rockford, Sandy Curtis, Thomas Haley, and Kevin Lee, the top 5 as they run. Green is out, but we've had a couple of people check up in the back, Rudy. We have caution right away. Jace Vines and Joel Guy.
Well, what the heck's going on here?
Looks like it was a big checkup coming to the flag. Somebody got brake checked. It was just an accordion effect. Some guys.
Oh, my goodness. What?
Yeah, big checkup.
Golly, man.
So some guys may be coming down to use their fast repair.
Oh.
Now, one thing that this extended caution is going to do, Rudy, is it's going to put them in the window. By the time we get ready to go back green,
Yep.
if you pit on the lap that they go green, you're done. You can just stay out and make that time up. That would be my strategy at this point. We'll see who takes advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like Braden Leary has blown his motor, Rudy.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, and these guys have got to get there. They still haven't got caught up to the pace car.
Oh, man.
Pace car is going through 3 and 4. Majority of field is down the backstretch right now.
Their leader just caught up with it, Chase Rockford. Well, let's see. Who can we talk to now? How about Dan Witt?
Okay.
Where is he at? Where's he running at tonight? Oh, God, he's clear back in 30th. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can get, let me see if I can get him up here. Number 99, Dan Witt.
Yep.
Dan Witt, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, what's going on? Man, you started out having a great night at the beginning. What happened toward the end? Oh, you're pitting. Golly, man. What's he done pitting? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. How are you?
I'm doing good, but I was kind of wishing that I'd see you closer to the front.
It's not over yet.
I know. But gosh, if we could get past these cautions now, but I don't know what's up with the guys brake checking back here in the back.
Oh, I know. It's bad.
I know. Yeah. So, all right. Well, so you got anybody you're going to be working with here coming up on the last few laps of the race?
Nah, nobody in particular. Whoever's got the fastest run.
Can you make it from here to the end?
I got 11 and a half laps, so it's going to be close.
Real close.
I'm going to be clutching it all the way.
I believe. All right, brother, I'm going to let you go, and you wish you the best of luck out there.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, you're going
Well,
to be
Rudy,
starting.
the biggest winners of this caution are Chase Rockford and Stephen Connor. They've
Yeah.
been out there 13 and 12 laps respectively. They got to come in here to top off, but they will be able to make it from here without stopping.
Oh my.
If
Yeah, they got to come in.
Yeah, if I'm them, I would come down pit road right now, bring the whole field should follow them. Anyone who stays out here cannot make it.
Yeah, that would be smart.
Yeah, if you come down now, you're guaranteed to be able to make it. Why wouldn't you? You see some of these guys staying out. I don't know if they realize, they're going to try to clutch it and save it. But if it was me, I'm coming down. I'm taking the guarantee. That way, I don't have to worry about clutching it.
Yeah.
Take a full load here. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Unless they're hoping for a caution, quick caution.
Could be, but I would rather have this peace of mind knowing I have enough fuel to make it.
Sure.
So it's going to be really interesting.
Well, another new leader tonight, Robert Monday, taking over the lead.
All right. The lights are out. All right, and that's going to hand the lead over to Robert Monday.
Yeah.
He started this race 38th place, Rudy, and he's currently in the lead.
And look who's on his outside there, Kevin Lee. Yep. He hasn't been up in the front here in the last few laps, but now he is.
Now, Monday's been out there for 6 laps. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it, but everybody else has been in for fuel.
Yeah. No, I don't think he's going to make it.
Or no.
I think he's hoping for a quick caution here.
Yeah, that's going to be the only thing that could save him at this point.
Yep. And that would change the whole complexion of this race because a lot of these guys would not come in.
Yep.
Because another caution would make it where they could make it the rest of the way.
Yes, sir. All right, here we go. We're about to find out. Pace car is in. It will be 10 to go with the line.
No more checking up.
Nope. Green is out. It's going to be a shootout at Talladega. You see the slow start that everybody else gets.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to pedal it.
Kevin Lee outside.
He's got help. Both lines pretty much running equal right now. Mike Rimkus giving him a push. 425. Outside line prevailing for now, but the inside will have the advantage through 3 and 4. Outside line having to check up a little bit.
We've seen Jimmy Green there in the number 23. He's back up in the front here. He has been in the back for quite a bit. Actually, I think he was a lap down at one time. And now he finds himself back up into the mix of things here.
Yeah, and a big check up in the middle lane causes him to go 3 wide.
Oh, yeah. And look up on the high side. There comes Sandy Curtis and Michael Pegg. Pegg not out of it yet.
Nope, and these guys went high because the center line checked up, and look at him go here.
Yep.
And
Yep,
Derek
and-
Fulton, he jumped up there, Rudy. You called him out earlier. Here he is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, boy, you see that? The dust rolling off the close.
Yes, sir.
3 wide, man. This is insane. It's insane.
It's going to be a good finish if they can keep this up. 8
Mhm.
laps to go. We got a blinker in the 97.
Oh,
Not what you want to see when you're 3
Nope.
wide.
no,
But
not with
here
8
they
laps to
come.
go.
3 by 3 by 3 all the way back through this field, Rudy.
Goodness. Wow, boy, get the thing. Holy smokes.
First to, good save. First to 27th, separated by less than a second. Oh, they're
Sandy,
wrecking.
oh, man,
This
that's
is
going to
the
do
big
it. Oh,
one.
my. Yeah, that's a big one. Oh, my goodness, there must be 3/4 of the field in that one.
Rudy,
It was something with Sandy Curtis there. I seen that. If I can find him.
Yes, sir. Sandy Curtis got just uncentered there, and just classic bumper hook there into the 12. And tell you what, it's quicker to tell you the trucks that weren't involved, Rudy.
Oh, yeah, not. Yeah, he was pushing Derek on that high side. And then bumper hooks, I think he bumped them and put both of them into the wall. It was right in front of Peg, too.
I think
Yeah,
we should,
back and forth. Oh, right there. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
and we should probably go back and watch that through the eyes of Dan Witt.
They're Dan Witt,
99 truck, yes, sir.
number 99, huh? Okay, I'm going to go back and watch this through Dan Witt. Where's he at? Right there. Okay, we're going to go to the cockpit view. Where is it? Okay. Cool. Cool. Oh.
He was one of the few trucks that made it through.
That was the best move of the race. Doggone it. That was the best. Awesome job. Sorry. Wonder why it's doing that. I don't understand. Am I cutting out to you, Dwayne?
Only when you get loud.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
See, this isn't making any difference here. I don't understand that.
Rudy, out of the 30 drivers that we still have here, only 9 of them made it out of that wreck.
Huh.
And Michael Pegg has taken his truck behind the wall.
Dang.
All right. So that's
Okay,
going to
let's go
throw
way
fuel
up there.
mileage out the window.
Yep.
Robert Lawson has taken his truck behind the wall. That'll leave 27 trucks in the race and on the lead lap. Still
Testing.
anybody's race, Rudy. Anything
Yeah.
can happen at this point.
Testing. 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 That's really weird.
Maybe move the mic further away.
Well, get it too far away, then you won't be able to hear me at all. But
You're fine.
okay.
All right,
Try that.
here we go. We're getting ready. It'll be 4 laps to go when they get to the line. Kevin Lee, Jimmy Green, John Petrozella, Dan Witt, and Matthew Radford, your top 5. Pace cars off for possibly the final time. All right. Green is out, 4 to go.
Is that 6 cautions? Is that what you have?
Yep.
Wow. That's not like these guys to have that many cautions.
They have a full field.
Yeah, I know.
That's actually not bad for 43 cars.
All right, Kevin Lee back in the lead.
Sideline has the momentum. Look out, EJ DeBoer, the 0-4, trying to go 3 wide. And he's bringing a few people with him. This might start forming up and working out here.
Brian, if you right-click on my name, you can turn my own volume down. So I don't know if that would help or not, but maybe you got my volume way too high or something. I don't know.
Whole lot of shaking going on in the middle of that 3 wide.
Yeah. A lot of shaking going on. Huh?
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
Jimmy
Here
Green.
comes that outside line. Don't look
Wow.
now.
Yep, here they come.
Kim Kraus currently leading in the outside line. Jimmy Green and Kevin Lee all fighting back on the inside. 3 to go as they're 3 by 3 by 3.
Wow, man. Coming to 2 to go. 2 to go at the
The
line.
entire field, for the most part, is 3 wide right now, Rudy.
Man, it's going to be intense.
Yes,
Kim
sir.
Kraus led that lap, and he's going to go all the way to the bottom down to Kevin Lee.
Rudy, all 27 trucks are less than a second apart right now.
Oh my gosh. Wow, Kevin Lee wants to get by Kraus. Oh man,
Big
he's blocked
bobble, careful.
in. He is blocked in. Can't do nothing.
Nope, he can just push Sandy Curtis to the top of that lead.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. There's the wreck.
Dan Wood involved in that one. Kim Kraus. Oh my goodness.
Big one, number 2. As we come down, there will be overtime.
Yep. Doggone. I think it was a bump. See, it was a bumper hook there.
Oh, he was in the middle line pushing Rooney. His driver came down. He tried to come with him, but he was not clear.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, especially not 3 wide. That
No. Oh,
all
my
these guys had
goodness.
nowhere to go. You just gotta hope you got a reset left at this point.
Oh, holy smokes. Man, there's another big pile. If there, anybody has any resets left, I don't know.
Well, those that don't have already taken it behind the wall. Giovanni, Mike Rimkus, John Petrozella, they are all out of the race.
Now, question is we got like Jimmy Green. He's been out there 12 laps. Can he make it?
I don't know that he. Well, it's going to be close because half of those laps have been caution laps.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 'cause
But
he's
yeah,
not the only one.
he's got to be close.
Dang, man, that took out a lot of them, didn't it?
It definitely did. So we
Been a
will
race
have.
of
Go ahead.
race
Sorry.
of attrition tonight.
It has, and we're going to have one attempt at a green-white checker.
Yep.
And Rudy, it looks like the top 10 feel, or top 11 rather, feel they could make it from here on fuel. So we'll
Yep.
see.
Yeah. A couple of them in there that are questionable, but Jimmy Green and Richard Pierce are, I think they're questionable. But we shall see.
Yes, sir.
Their crew chief's telling him he's got enough, then got to go with it. You don't want to give up all that track position. You give all that up, then sometimes, you just got to roll the dice and say, I'm going to just go for it, and take whatever it gives me.
Yeah.
You might wind up winning. You might run out of gas coming to the checkered. Who knows?
Yep. And that last wreck, Rudy, brought us down to 25 drivers remaining, 24 on the lead lap.
Yep. EJ DeBoer in third, William George fourth, Larry Eddy fifth, Ben Gear sixth, Richard Pierce seventh, Logan Rhodes eighth, Randolph Richard ninth, and Chase Rockford rounds out the top 10. We should be coming to the one to go here.
Yes, sir. Be right back.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Le who, the her.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want
I eat breakfast 300 yards from 4,000 Cubans who are trained to kill me, so don't think for 1 second that you can come down here, flash a badge, and make me nervous.
Lieutenant Evans, report to the range commander. Lieutenant Evans, report to the range commander.
Going to be green, white, checkered. Be 2 to go when they get the green flag here, and whatever happens after that, the race is over. Sandy Curtis looking to try to get a win here. Is EJ going to push him to the victory? All right, pace car heads in for the final time. That's the last time we'll see the pace car on the track. They come around the oval here, and we will get the green flag, and they will be off and going for 2 laps.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. Now, I wonder if will we see anybody run out of gas? We got a couple there that were questionable. Like I said, Jimmy Green and Richard Pierce are questionable. But with the cautions, like Dwayne said, with the cautions, it could be okay. Sandy Curtis, EJ DeBoer back in the lead. Trucks dancing around a lot here, but they are 3 wide. Coming around to take 1 to go here at the line. Sandy Curtis got 1 lap to go here. Can anybody beat him? Larry Eddy on the outside looking to try to get by him.
He's going to do his best. He's got plenty of help.
Yep. Jimmy Green pushing him. 1 to go.
Next flag will end it, checkered or yellow.
Begging EJ, just push me a little more, buddy, a little more.
3 wide. No, there's the wreck. Oh, no, we're still green.
Yep, we're
Still green.
They are piled up behind them. Holy smoke.
Still green. I am surprised, but here we go. Out of 4 for the last time. EJ DeBoer takes it to the high side. He's got the draft help, Jimmy Green.
Yep.
Is Green going to make a move through the tri-oval?
Nope. EJ's going to get it.
EJ DeBoer will cross the line first and go to victory lane.
Yes, sir. Man, what a finish that was. It was a marathon finish.
I am surprised the caution didn't come out on that, but they got to race it back.
I know it. Well, we'll get these guys up here in just a minute, folks. We'll talk to our winner, EJ DeBoer, and a few others that are in TeamSpeak here. Probably Sandy Curtis, Ben Gear, Randolph Richard, which finished 9th. So we talked to those 4 guys. We should be doing good then.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start dragging them in here. You wanna start out with EJ, or who do you want to start out with?
We could start with San.
There's EJ.
Yeah, we can start out.
Okay. There's Sandy.
Yes, sir.
There's Ben.
Yes, sir.
And who's the other one? Let's see. Randolph Richard. There we go. I got him. So, all right. Well, who do we want to start with? EJ?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. EJ DeBoer, do you have a copy?
I got you guys. Nice to hear from you
man.
all again.
Yeah, it's you got the win here tonight. You kind of schnookered old Sandy there on that final turn, but that's I never want to be where Sandy's at.
The leader. I've lost way too many of them myself that way, and I had somebody behind me that I knew was going to end up pushing me to that win. So big shout out. Sorry, Sandy. Big shout out to a friend and former teammate of mine, Jimmy Green.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. It was a lot of cautions. I think we had 7 or 8 cautions.
It was insane.
Yeah, it was pretty insane out there. We've seen a lot of bumper hooks, a lot of guys checking up on the starts. We seen all kinds of weird things, but you come home with the win here tonight. Does that make you happy?
Yes, it absolutely makes me happy. I've lost way too many of them lately, close races like that. So getting a win, getting back in the win column, getting back up here on the podium, getting to talk to you guys.
Well, I don't mean to go backwards, but I got to ask, how did you get back so far?
I'm not really certain. There was I think coming out of one of the green flags after a caution, there was a big checkup right in front of me, and a number of us had to dive out onto the infield there, and to end up missing that, and that just put us way back. But cautions came out, and it was able to work my way back up through there, and hook up with Sandy, a teammate. But then at the end, having a friend of mine and a former teammate being able to push me was also a good thing.
We always say, coming down to the checkered flag, all bets are off.
yeah.
Team no longer.
Yeah. But Sandy, I tell you what, man, Sandy's a hell of a racer, and I've gotten beat by him before, so I got to take advantage of that.
Yeah, well, I think he was really looking for a win here tonight, but you got it, EJ. So anybody you want to give a shout out to or thank before you get out of here?
Yeah, first off, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Also like to thank Emily, my wife Emily, my son Evan. We're happy to have my son that's in the Army. He's home for 2 weeks on leave. So big shout out to him. He's been spending a week. He's got one more week with us. So big shout out to him. Shout out to all of my teammates here at Lucky Dog. Big shout out to every single one of them. Shout out to you guys up in the booth, both Dwayne and Rudy. Nice having you guys back. And again, a big shout out to a good friend of mine, Jimmy G. Green.
Heck yeah, man. Helped you out tonight.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Dwayne, you got third place?
Yes, sir. Caught up to Sandy Curtis. Sandy, man, you were that close and almost had it, but it didn't seem to be in the cards tonight.
Yeah. Now that I hear the story about old teammates and some of his old teammates are there, I'll tell you that.
I'm sure that'll come back to haunt me in our upcoming race.
You're not going to even forget that, Sandy.
I'll get him out there like 4 or 5 seconds on everybody. We'll have it down pat, and then I'm just going to pull the
That was classic.
You got to have fun.
Oh, yeah,
but
sure. It's all in racing, but I personally wouldn't hang out a teammate for an ex-teammate, but
it was for the win.
We're teammates for we run out.
Wow. I'm sorry.
That's all right, I know it's all for fun.
But you did a good job. You started 21st, worked your way up through the field. It wasn't too long, and you had made your way to the front. How did you maintain it?
Just good, quick pit stops. Learned from, racing with Lucky Dog so long. Pit stops are a big thing there where you can pick up a lot of positions instead of having to race for them. Worked with Dan there at the beginning of the race. We just kind of stuck together and worked our way up there. And then, after that first caution, I don't know what happened. I went in the pits like around 17th, 18th, and I came out in the top 5 or 6. And I was like, I don't know what happened. I guess everybody else was taking tires.
Yeah.
Well, it worked out for you. You bring it home third tonight. Who do you got to thank for it?
Not so much to thank. I just wanted to. I thought I might have been dedicating this win to my. We had a dog, 17 years and 8 months old. It was named after our daughter that we lost, and we actually had to put her down on Father's Day there on Sunday. So that was kind of rough. And that, so I just kind of wanted to dedicate this race to her and my wife. Hopefully she's starting to get back to, feeling better and stuff and that. But it's been a pretty tough week, and it's a good race out with the boys. It was good to be out with the guys and teammates. Sorry about earlier with Michael. I don't know if I bumper hooked him or it was like a net code or something. EJ said, he thought it might have been a net code too, but I haven't gone back to look at it yet.
Understandable. Well, again, can come out with a podium finish, good points week for you here. Got to be happy about that.
Oh yeah, happy about that. Happy a teammate won the race, right? As long as it, as long as it stays in house, that's the best outcome of any race.
I definitely owe you one back now.
Congratulations on third. We'll see if he pushes it a victory lane next week.
I probably won't be pushing him, I'll tell you that. But anyways, guys, I appreciate everything you guys do. I appreciate Lucky Dog for putting up this, and I appreciate the family I have at Lucky Dog. So all the best to you guys for the weekend, and once again, thanks for the great broadcasting.
Thank you. All right, Rudy.
Yeah, caught up with fifth place, Ben Gear. Ben, wow, man, what an up and down night for you. Didn't start out too good. You got caught up in a couple of wrecks, and you finished clear up in the front in fifth place, man. How did you do that?
Well, first off, let me make sure I ain't got no grease on my lips or anything from all the butt kissing that I've heard in here.
Oh my God!
Good Lord, have mercy. How did I do it? I don't know how I did it. That last that last wad up took out half the field coming to the checkered flag there. Man, I was bouncing off the track and everything. I don't know. I don't know how I finished fifth. I had a truck that was just a turd on tires tonight.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, I think a lot of people were kind of surprised that, we started out with a huge field here tonight. Goodness. I mean, 43 people registered for this race, and we started the race with 36 drivers. And we went quite a little while before we got the first caution, but once we started, then it was like, caution, 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 caution. A lot of bumper hooks. A lot of people checking up. We seen what was up with that. I mean, you were back there. You seen a lot of that. What was going on?
I tell you,
you were the victim of one of them.
Yeah, I was the victim of a couple of them. And to tell you, Rudy, as the admin for the room, it gets really frustrating. Explaining to what the rules are, and then it's just like it just goes in one ear and out the other. That very first pit stop. I don't know what the dude on the outside was thinking when he came shooting across the leader and everybody else to make it to pit road. And the very first thing I said was, do not, if you're on that outside lane, do not come cutting across to make it to pit lane.
Yeah.
And what happened? The very next freaking lap, the same, another dude on the outside just did the same thing. So really, why do I got to keep repeating myself? I just don't understand it. And I'm not hounding anybody, but come on, guys, listen to what we're telling you.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. All right. Well, fifth place for you, Ben. Anybody you want to shout out to or thank?
Yep. I want to thank my late wife, Melissa, up in heaven, watching down on me. I know she's happy at what I'm doing.
Yep.
And thank God. Thank you guys up in the booth. Thank all my teammates here at Lucky Dog for a good race. Like I said, I'm not kissing anybody's butt tonight after tonight.
All right. We'll see you next week then, Ben. Maybe you can pick up a couple more positions.
Maybe. I can stay off the wall.
Yeah. All right, Dwayne, you got ninth place?
I do. Randolph Richard, man, you had an up and down night, but you survived the last wreck and brought it home with a top 10. Talk about your racing out there a little bit tonight.
Oh, yeah. First of all, I want to thank you and Rudy and Dwayne, y'all too. And congratulate EJ for the win and Sandy. Everybody did great. I was up in contention, and that was some hard racing. This super speedway, you gotta figure it all out. Yeah, and my pit crew did good for me because I had some problems early on with some vibrations. We didn't know what it was, and when we came in, they fixed it. And with these late cautions, you had to dodge everything and hope you wasn't gonna get hit. But we survived it. I would have liked to got the win, but I mean, that's how it goes.
Yes, sir. Well,
they all piling in here right now. they like coming in. They got the barbecue pit fired up now. I'm like, what?
All right. Well, we won't keep you too long. We'll let you go enjoy that barbecue. But before we do, anybody you got to thank for your top 10 tonight?
Oh yeah, like I said, Dwayne, you and Rudy and Michael Pegg for the league, and my sponsors, Briggs and Stratton and Cajun Outboards here in Louisiana down south, and we just keep on trying to pick it out and try to get us something,
All right. Well, again, congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Thank y'all.
Hey, Gumbo.
Hey.
That vibration thing, you should take the batteries out of it.
I'm just clowning. I'm just making it sound good,
I sure hope the broadcast is off.
No, it's not.
No.
No, we're going to run down through the results here, and then we can close it down.
It's like getting ice cream or whatever. Well, yeah, that's like we gotta talk about something,
Yeah. All right, EJ DeBoer coming home with the win tonight. Jimmy Green finishing second. Sandy Curtis third. Larry Eddy fourth. Ben Gear fifth. Jeremy Kate, I guess that's how you say that, finishing sixth. Robert Lawson seventh. Jim Stetzer in eighth place. Randolph Richard finishing in ninth. And Jace Vines 10th. Dwayne?
Thomas Haley will bring it home 11th. Dan Witt 12th. William George 13th. Stephen Connor in 14th. Richard Pierce 15th. Matthew Radford in 16th. Last car on the lead lap. Logan Rhodes will roll home 17th. 18th will go to Chase Rockford. 19th, Kevin Lee. And Derek Fulton round out the top 20. Rudy?
I got totally different ones here. I got Logan Rhodes, 21st, I guess. Tim White, 22nd. Chase Rockford, 23rd. Kevin Lee, 24th. Boy, this is all jumbled up.
Yeah, you definitely don't have the right one.
No, I don't know what the heck happened there.
All right, I'll finish it. I'll
yeah,
start.
Go ahead.
So
Sorry.
21st will go to Eddie Spruill, Kim Kraus 22nd, Tim White 23rd, Robert Monday 24th, John Petrozelli in 25th, Mike Rimkus 26th, Bill Daniels 27th, Giovanni will finish 28th, Michael Pegg 29th, Joel Guy 30th, Daryl Wright will finish 31st, Brandon Leary 32nd rather with a blown motor, Scott Nathan with 33rd place finish, Jessica Childs 34th, Jeremy Oglesby 35th, and Todd Mays out in 36th position, rounding out the field.
Very good. Well, Dwayne, thank you so much for helping tonight. Do appreciate it. Folks, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe if it's your first time here on Lucky Dog Sim Racing. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.
Good night, everybody.